Bliss, the Kundalini Queen, discussing today Kundalini and archetypes. So, as you're going through an awakening process, you will begin to access different archetypes in the collective consciousness. So there are a myriad of archetypes. Many of them are outlined in the tarot, like the magician, the dreamer, and the emperor, and the empress, and all of this, the devil, death card. These are all aspects of consciousness, and we begin to access them at different points. We also access the wounded part of us, the victim, sometimes the victimizer. There are so many different parts of the whole. We can access the innocent child, the swing behind me. We can access the virgin, the martyr. Sometimes the martyr or the savior complex happens when you're accessing life force energy. The creator. The innovator. So as this is happening, it's fine to cultivate some of the ones that feel good to you, feel natural to you. But what is essential is you learn to balance out and bring life force energy equally to all parts of self, so that we're not hyper accentuating any one particular aspect. So though we can really associate with one particular archetype for a time, that often indicates that we are working out some karma, either in our family line or the collective, around that particular archetype. So as we acknowledge that and begin to realize that we are all these things, we are all these archetypes in equal balance, that sometimes we are playing in, or we are in the cycle of the dreamer, or we are the hanged man, we are waking up to a new part of our reality. This is not something that we are stagnant or stationary in our reality. This is just a step that we are on our path. And the more that we can acknowledge that the less stuck we get in the expression of the archetype that's playing out. So to become conscious of this is to become aware that as the life force rises in us, it's going to bring out and touch on many different elements in the collective. And that's part of just accessing universal life force energy, which Kundalini is. It's not just individually your life force, though you are expressing it and you are accessing it in your body. But it is a collective energy. It is what's running through the wholeness. And you have an individuation that you are expressing, and so you're going to get to play out specific roles for a moment. That's kind of like the game that we're in, the play of life. Just not to become overly attached to a specific role, and allowing that energy to continue to move, to continue to clear out, and allow you to experience that still point in the center, if you will. Eventually the goal is to be the eye of the storm, wherein all these things swirl around us. I'm sure we can step into that role as it's called for at any time. But really we are taking the station of the king, queen within. It's outside of the major arcana in tarot. It's that final station where we have integrated the polarities in our body, and we have king or queened ourselves at the pineal gland. We have crowned ourselves of, over our realm. So we know that we have to take care of our bodies in our particular realm. That's our station. And then these different archetypes, they just come and express from time to time. Sometimes you'll show up and you realize that you are the fool at the gathering. Or you might show up and realize that you are the empress this time. And it's not something to become over-identified with to the point of, oh, this is me, or I'm the savior, or I'm this or that, but rather to honor that all of these things play out in the collective, and that we get to play them all from time to time. So honoring each of these roles, rounding into the king, queen that you are, is the goal of this energy. And so just breathe with that. Honor that. Have fun with that knowledge. And this is Stacia Bliss. We'll see you next time.